Hi loves, welcome back. I'm on a little adventure today to get some supplies. My face is feeling puffy and I'm feeling like it's that time of the month you want to squat in your room and never leave. You know what I mean, ladies. But I've been really feeling into my role as a human, as a facilitator, as a person who cares very deeply about the future of our planet and everyone on it. And I realised that sometimes you have to piss some people off to just give yourself permission to be yourself. You have to know what makes you angry and what gives you drive. And once you kind of understand that, you can go deeper and understand more about, well, maybe what you can do to alleviate the feelings that feel a little more uncomfortable. We have to first accept that they're there, right? We have to accept that they're there and that they've been triggered, quote unquote, by something externally. But that ultimately we're having an emotion because something's happened internally. We have a belief a belief and a thought and an expectation that something is as we think it is, as we believe it to be, and make it mean something about us and our position. We've been disrespected, or we've been we've been activated even, like maybe. So Matthias de Stefano talks about integration as a concept of returning back to the center, moving through the emotions that are still there so that we can find the center within, the center that discharges the emotion, so we can understand what that lesson or that moment or that expression really meant for us. And I think what I'm understanding about myself at the moment is business is my pathway to my center. My business is my spiritual path, and even though I've known that for a while, there's a real deepening of appreciation for it in this moment. A real deepening in the importance of what I'm doing and the way in which I get there being hugely important. A lot of business has been about getting as much as we can from the person, from the product, from the service, from the client, from the customer, from the person. It's all about, how can I get a good deal? How can I get a good this? How can I, me. And the concept of feminine business, which my business mentors teach and preach, it's about, what can I give? What value can I provide? And a lot of people have given me shit for valuing the words I use, valuing the advice I give, which changes people's lives. You know, it's changed people's lives, and I'm learning to make that my way of making money, because the more I can do this, the more people I can guide towards themselves. You know, my process isn't about saying this is how you should be, this is who you should be. My process is about holding a mirror up to you and saying, hi, this is what's here. Want to look? And I'm really ready for people who are ready to look, rather than project it back at me, project it out at the world, use excuses like, I don't have time. Honey, there's always time. I mean, you don't have time to prioritize your life and change your life? Okay, ciao. Not my style. I'm not in the business of excuses, I'm in the business of inspiration. We always have choices. It doesn't matter how much time you think you don't have. I guarantee if you spent some of the time you spent thinking about how little time you have on actually doing something productive for yourself, you'd get there a lot quicker. We waste so much time. As a species, we waste time thinking about, like, look at me right now. I'm filming for my daily commitment on my walk to do something. It's not like it's taking away from me. If anything, it's adding to my existence because I get this opportunity to connect and look at myself in a different way. So I'm going to take this opportunity to invite you into devotional playtime. And devotional playtime is something I'm incredibly excited about because it's my first big course that I'm revamping, reconditioning, recalibrating all of the beautiful things I've shared with myself, with clients, with friends, with family, with the world. And I've put it into a new box, a new pretty box tied up with a rope ribbon. And we get to explore what life really means to us. We get to move through the mental body, the physical body, the emotional body, the spiritual body, and we get to understand what the fuck that means for us, for the world around us. And by the end of that experience, I guarantee you'll have confidence in who you actually are. You'll be able to do the things you've actually been wanting to do and stop making excuses for yourself. Because all of the shit, you'll see it. You can't not see it, that's my gift. You are fully awake. And even if you choose to ignore it and turn your head and blame me, reject me as a consequence, you can't unsee it. You can't unsee your shit. So it's my pleasure to invite you into devotional playtime as a way to liberate yourself and to find yourself being more of who you were born to be. And I feel like if you've been following me for a wee while, even if you're just curious and you're ready to open up into new realms of possibility beyond this point, I really encourage us to feel into our bodies in this moment, wherever you are in the world. It doesn't matter, I'm in a fucking car park. And just feel how it feels to be breathing. Feel how it feels to be alive, to have a purpose. Doesn't matter if you don't think you have a purpose, trust me. If you're breathing and you've had a day, you've got a purpose. It just might not be exactly what you think it should be or as grand as someone's telling you it needs to be. But it's still a freaking purpose. Did you make a coffee today? Did you pet your dog? Did you feed your kids? Then you have a purpose. Revelation. So here we are, ranting, going into supermarkets. And breathe. Hi loves. I'm just up a tree. My leg. Eating a coconut macaroon with chocolate on. Oh, delicious. I'm basically a squirrel right now. That used to be my nickname when I worked at McDonald's. You're now balanced on my bag, so I suppose it's not that far to drop down. I've been considering the idea of being grounded. And what really is that? Grounded in what? I think everyone can be grounded in something. But where we're choosing to be grounded is a completely different matter. We can ground ourselves in excuses, in the story of having no time, the story of not being good enough, or not giving others a chance because they are whatever our brain story tells us they are. And sometimes we have to accept where we are. Accept that we're just beginning or starting again. Accept that maybe now we have more information, and that's okay. It's okay to be where you are, especially when you're in a tree. It's lovely.